Hey everybody, I am north in Illinois. I got here yesterday. I'm at Chuck Darnell's house, and I am downstairs in his stash. There he is over there.
Hey, what's up?
Hiding in the basement. And I got to tell you, this collection and Chuck's build-ups and all of his stuff is unbelievable. So we're just going to I'm going to do one cabinet at a time here and break these videos up so I don't have everything all in one shot. So we're going to start with this big wall cabinet and this floor cabinet over here. And just take a look at some of the better models. He's got a little bit of everything in here. He's got new stuff that he's built up. He's got survivor kits that he has picked up over the years, and just some really a lot of model car history in here. So we're just going to kind of take a little panoramic view of some of this stuff. Chuck can jump in there and tell you what some of this stuff is, because a lot of these are really old original builds and really neat stuff. Old trucks, and are these screw bottom cars? Some of this stuff up here.
Most of those are old screw bottoms, or early, like the promo style. There's a few of those in there, but I try to stick mainly to the styrene and the old screw bottoms. Even before they put motors in them, the hoods were all molded in, and just some good old survivors.
And I'm trying not to shake, but I've had a bunch of coffee this morning. After being kind of jet lagged.
Yes, we have.
Had a monster Ratfink cup full of coffee first thing this morning here, and then we went to breakfast and had some great breakfast, and took a nice little road trip in Chuck's 65 Suburban. And I'm just going to jump to the other side over here. So you can see he's got just a little bit of everything, and this is just a fraction of the built-up kits he's got down here. He's just got an incredible collection and very eclectic mix of stuff. Some of these old dragster kits are just really, this Tommy Ivo dragster is just beautiful. And what's the green one there next to the Carl Casper one?
That was that's just a Ram Chargers kit that I did up in a green.
I love this little hot rod roadster with the driver figure on it too. That's cool. Is that the Sizzler? These orange ones?
The Sizzlers, yeah, the old monogram Sizzler 6-in-1 kits. The funny thing about the old monogram kits here is they ran a flathead, but they included 4 pipes, like a small block Chevy, which if anybody knows flatheads, that the 2 pipes in the center are incorporated in together to be 3 pipes on each side. But that was just kind of an interesting piece.
He's got some this Survivor kit here, this Falcon. What's going on with the engine in that one? What was that?
It's just got a bunch of Weber carburetors on top of a blower that came in the kit, like a gasser style, with the optional opening hood, and they cut the teardrop open. And
it's pretty unusual though, that
an
motor
unusual
setup.
Kit, yeah.
There's a build. The Warbird was done by an old friend of Chuck and I's, Dave Mickrut. Dave passed away. Well, it's been more than a few years back now, but luckily Chuck was able to get that out of Dave's collection. And I've actually got Dave's Moon Eyes dragster, which I'm really happy to have. And
the Miss Deal was one of late John Bissinger, very talented modeler. I was fortunate to get a few of his build-ups out of his kit, also featured in several model magazines. Just really a stellar build.
And you've got his Rebellion too, right?
Yes. No, I did not get his Rebellion.
Oh, you didn't?
That come up MIA
that was part of one
when
of
I
those.
got there, yeah. There's a few die casts, but I was very selective on which die cast. I'm just not a big die cast fan, but
that's the higher had a Merc though,
yeah,
right?
I had to have the Merc, and
yeah.
And of course, the Barris a la carte we had to have. And
was that a die-cast piece too?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's nicely done. I like this '57 Chevy here.
That was built by a Navy man back in the Vietnam days. Got that from a fellow modeler, Marty, in our KKIM club, and I just had to have it. Which it was, the sailor actually built that on the ship. And it had a little bit of history with it, so I told Marty with the little mini min inside that was all on, got his foot on the clutch pedal and a hand on the shifter was kind of instrumental in bringing back the Minimen.
And Chuck can tell you about the Minimen because he owns the rights and all of the inventory of the Minimen. So if
So
any of you guys need
If you need
Minimen,
Minimen, just get a hold of Chuck
he's
Darnell.
running a little short. He's probably down to about 10,000 now. So yeah, you better get your orders in while you can.
Yeah,
so
yeah, because they're going
contact
fast.
me or get a hold of Chuck if you need some Dodge Charger there. Old Indy car.
Yep, Tim painted that. That's some traditional fade paint work he did for me and sent that body up. And I had a slot car like that when I was a kid. I was telling him about it, and the next thing I know, this little body shows up, and I bought a Charger kit and built a replica, somewhat of a replica of my old slot car.
The rest is history. And then he's got this floor cabinet down here that's got just a few of his Roth and mouse kits in it. And I have to tell you, his Roth slot cars, hopefully getting a good shot of those, they're probably the best two build-ups I've ever seen of these slot cars. The paint is absolutely immaculate. The figures are good. I'm trying not to block all the light here, so hopefully I'm getting those. They're just outstanding. Really, really nice. And he's run them around his track. He's got a huge track here in the back room. He's had them out there on the track. Trying not to shake here too much, guys. Sorry about that. There's a lot of unusual stuff down in here. The little Roth, the Rat Fink car. That's a resin cast. And then he's got some real rarities here. This is a very obscure resin kit here. You just don't ever see that of the little jewel
Larry
with Rat
Henley.
Fink in it. Yeah, Larry Henley sculpted that, and they were cast. Of course, Brother Rat Fink. The bike's been modified on there. Chuck did a great job. And that's a Boss Fink.
Original.
Yeah, that's an all original Boss Fink. Yeah, these are most of Chuck's stuff is original stuff. They're not repops. And then of course he's got a couple more. He's got a Miss Steel slot car, which is not something you see every day, and that dragster back there. Just two awesome pieces. And then of course this is one of the rarest show rod kits there is, the Laramie Stage Ghost. And Chuck's had a bunch of these go through his hands. And I think that bike back there, what's the name of the bike back there? That's even,
All in the mail.
yeah, that's even rarer. No, the one in the middle.
One in the middle is the original Ghost Rider.
And that's really, really rare. I mean, you just never, ever see those. Come around this way and swing in there. Yeah, Chuck did an outstanding job on this Laramie. Of course, he's got the skeletal figures on there with guns and lots of detail. Trying to go top side here. Probably making you guys seasick watching this, but and get that in there. So anyway, so now we're going to cut that one for now, and I'll do this one first, and then we're going to just go through some other cabinets, his model collection, and then we'll come back and do another video. So I'm going to try to post one of these up like maybe every day next week or something like that. We're going to do a half a dozen short ones, and I'll put them all up. So stay tuned, a lot more to come.